You know, Rich, over these days that you've been here, we've been meeting up with some of the Swedish clients and discussing product management, high-tech product management. One of the areas that we've discussed is agile product management. And I mean, it's agile is, of course, all over the place.
Indeed.
So it's been very much engineering driven. But how do you see that product management comes into this agile world, and what kind of perspective should we have to the issue?
I think it's really important. A lot of the early work in Agile really came out of engineering brains and engineering processes and really left some of the strategic product work on the side.
Right.
Product owners tend, at least in my experience, to be relatively lightweight as far as product and market knowledge go. And it's our job as product managers to get in with our Agile teams to make sure we're getting good market input, that our backlogs make sense from an economic point of view, and that we drive overall strategy and road mapping back into Agile processes.
It's interesting that you say that with road mapping, because when I meet up sometimes with agile teams, they tell me, well, road mapping, well, you know, we can't really promise anything because agile, we do our sprints. And with the road mapping, it's much more than just one sprint. And the roadmap always ends up at the customer's tables.
Yes.
And so how do we handle this long-term and short-term? Do we really need roadmaps?
I think they're critical. They're critical from several points of view. So first, if we don't have a roadmap, if we don't look out 18 months, 24 months, we don't really have a plan. We don't have a way to take the company strategy and anchor it back to specific activities and development. So it's really a core product management deliverable to make sure that we've got a 6-month, 12-month, 18-month roadmap with some reality to it.
Okay.
And of course, the further out you go, the less certainty you have of dates and content. But I think the sort of simple, pure Agile thought that says there are no roadmaps just doesn't work in the commercial world. So customers need them, sales reps need them, marketing organizations need them to plan out the next 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 months worth of work.
Right.
And it's a primary tool to make strategic decisions so that what engineering builds, in fact, is meeting market need.
Okay. One other issue that often comes up when discussing Agile is that it seems like the product ownership, product owners within the Scrum methodology primarily,
Right.
and the product management. Sometimes the product management gets automatically to be the product owner, and it increases the workload intensely, which means it makes it problematic for product managers. How do you see this happening? How could we as product managers handle this situation?
I think that's exactly right. Actually, there's several situations here. One is where the company finds a bunch of product owners who are not product managers. And so they don't create the extra stress on product management. What they create is a real lack of connection through to product strategy, to sales, to marketing, and to the rest of the company. So having product owners sort of separately reporting to engineering, I think, is a failed approach in many cases. If we just take all the new product owner work and give it to the product managers, they're perhaps 60, 70, 80% busier than they were before, and it crushes them.
60, 70, 80% more work for product management in Agile.
Yes, there's tremendously more to do day to day.